Hello, hello, hello. Happy Halloween. I'm not dressing up today, not really participating in Halloween this year. Actually, what time is it? Ooh, gotta get going. The hubs is having knee surgery today, so I'm going to be spending the afternoon in the doctor's office with him. But I was just on a call with Hannah, one of my newest presenters to join my team, and we were chatting and we were just kind of talking about her business, and I was sharing with her some of my launch strong strategies and just kind of my 5-3 formula and, you know, different coaching things that we do here in the Success Society that you're all a part of. Hi, Lacey. I see you joined. And so when we were kind of wrapping it all up, I kind of gave her an analogy that I thought was kind of clever. I will try to verbalize it here. I probably am not going to do a really fantastic job, but I kind of likened her next steps in her business to a little bit like an escape room. So, hi, Lisa. Recently, my family and I discovered escape rooms. I don't know if you've done this yet or not, but if you haven't, I highly recommend it. They're popping up all over the place. Hi, Sunshine. If anybody's done an escape room before, comment below. I want to hear if you've done it or not. So they're popping up all over. They're really super, super fun. And the concept is this. You get locked in a room, and then it's up to you to find clues, and you have an hour, and if you solve the mystery or whatever, you escape, and then you can beat your best time, and it's like a little bit of a competition, and it is really a great family activity, also a really fun team building activity. So again, Google it in your area. It would be a super fun date night for you to do with your friend, date night with your friend. You can have date nights with your friend, but a fun girls' night. It's usually like 4 to 8 people tops. The people that we were talking to in Vegas recommended 4 people is a really good number. But a good date night for you and your husband, and it's just super fun. Yeah, Lisa, my kids approved that post. They said I could do it. I was super excited. I was super excited about that. If those of you that don't know what in the heck I'm talking about, our son and daughter-in-law do not like pictures of my grandbaby on social media, so I don't get to post very often, but we all went to the escape room and we had a really great time, and we took a family photo, and they did approve that, so that was really sweet. Yeah, my grandbaby is super, super adorable. I will post pictures of her every once in a while in this group. Maybe I'll put one in a comment below when I'm done chatting here in just a second. So anyway, so I was talking with Hannah, and so the concept behind an escape room is this. They give you kind of an overview of what your situation is, your scenario, okay? And then they escort you in a room, and they close the door and they lock it. Now, clearly, there's a key. You can get out. You're not like really locked in there. But the concept is you're locked in this room, and you have 1 hour to figure out the puzzle that will get you out of the room and help you escape. So, the first one we'd never done one before. We did the Mob Boss room at Lockdown in Las Vegas. And Lockdown is an escape room company. They set up escape rooms. I think they have 3 facilities in Vegas, and at each of the 3 facilities, there's 3 different rooms that you can escape from. So we did the Mob Boss room, so you can Google it if you're interested. So the guy kind of gave us the scenario, and we had never done one before. We didn't know what to expect. He didn't tell us anything. He just sort of gave us a scenario of what kind of was going on, and then he put us in this room that was kind of set up like a kitchen, looked like a kitchen, and he closed the door, and he said, okay, you have an hour, and he closed the door. And we're like, well, we need a clue or something, like we need a tool, like what do we do now? Like we didn't know, we were just standing in the middle of this kitchen, and we didn't know what to do next. And so I kind of look at my daughter-in-law, Shelby, and she kind of looks at me, and we just start looking for something. We didn't know we were looking for. We'd never done this before. So we start opening cabinets and flipping over pots and pans, and we're looking on the walls, and we're taking pictures off the walls and looking behind them, and then from that we start to get like little clues start popping up, and so we gather all the clues on the table, and we're trying to piece things together, and we see that on the other side of the kitchen is a door that has, I think it had 3 locks, 3 combination locks on this door. So the goal is to get through those locks and you escape, right? So we know that like 3 of them, I think, were numerical, like 2 of them were 3 numbers, and one of them had like 4 numbers, and then one of them, I think, was an alphabetical, like a 4-letter code, alphabetical code. And you had to get all 4 of these locks open in order to get out of the room. So we're obviously like looking around for clues. We're looking for these numbers. We're looking for the letters. Like we're trying to figure out what to do, how to get out of there. And we got a couple of them, but we didn't have the other ones. We got really frustrated, and you're allowed 3 hints. 3 hints. You have a little walkie-talkie that you can talk to the dude up front. And so we got a couple of them, like I said, and we had some things on the table. We didn't know what anything meant. We didn't know what we were doing. We'd never done this before. And so we asked for a hint, for a clue. So we walkie-talkie the guy, and he gives us a clue, and they're like, oh, that makes sense. And so then we go in again, right? And then we're all jazzed up again, and we're going, and we get like another one of the locks off the door. And so we only have 1 lock left on the door, and we're free, right? So excited. So we're working, we're trying to figure it out, and we're going, and we're stumped. Like, we can't do it, and the clock is ticking, right? So we're freaking out. So we asked for our second clue. So we walkie-talkie in, my son walkie-talkies in, he's like, hey, we're ready for the second clue in the mob boss room. So they give us another clue. And we had enough of the pieces together already that the clue that he gave us, it all made sense. Boom, we got the 4th lock off. We were so excited. So we got the locks off, and we're popping out the latches, and we opened the door, and holy cow, we weren't done. We hadn't escaped. We thought we had made it. We thought we were there. We weren't there. We hadn't made it. There was another room. There was a whole nother room. So here we thought, oh my gosh, we've got like a half an hour to spare. We made it. We're awesome. We are ahead of we're so smart. We think we're so great, right? And so we get to the second room. There's another room. And it looks like it's a pantry. It's set up like a pantry that might be off of your kitchen. So there's like a shelf that has like pasta and cans of tomatoes. And there's a couple of big bins of loose pasta. And there's some kind of other thing there or whatever. I hope I'm not giving away too much, because you should definitely do it if you're in Vegas. So, we were like, what? We thought we were done. But no, there's this bookshelf that has these 4 more locks on it. And we're like, oh. But we're really excited, so we're doing it again. And anyway, we get through the 4 locks, and we're done, right? We escaped. Yes, we open up, and there's another room behind the bookcase. A whole nother room. And it's set up like an office. There's a desk and bookshelf and like a mirror on the wall and a rug and like all this stuff. So it's a whole nother room. So just when we think we're done, we get to another room. And when we get to that room, we think we're done, we open it, and there's another room, okay? So we get to the last room, and we have like 10 minutes left or something, and now we're like in a frenzy, right? Because you only have an hour, and, we're trying to solve this crime and trying to escape, and we're doing all this stuff or whatever, and we're down to 60 seconds. And we got through everything. We used our 3rd clue. We had to use our 3rd clue. Our phone a friend to the front desk. We used our 3rd clue, and we're down to the last minute. You have to drop this washer in one of 3 slots, and if you get it in the right slot, then you not only escape, but you solve the crime. So we drop it in the slot, seconds to spare, and it was the wrong one. It was the wrong slot. So we did technically escape, but we didn't solve the crime. It was so much fun, you guys. And so today when I'm talking with Hannah, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much like our business. So I was telling her, okay, so here's what you do now, Hannah. Like, I'm letting you go. You go in this room, I'm locking the door behind you, and it's up to you to figure out how to advance. It's up to you to use the clues and the tools and the tips and the trainings that are around you and figure out how to advance to the next level. Like, I can't do that for you. You're on your own now. Like, I've given you all the tools. You need to take them all, and you need to do what you need to do to get to the next level. And, it's kind of like that first door was like green status, right? Like maybe you work, and you think you're free, and you release all those locks on the door, and you think you've escaped, and you throw the door open, and you're like, oh, I'm green status. I've made it. And lo and behold, you open the door, and behind it is orange status. Like, you got to do it again. You got to keep going, right? And just like you're at orange or purple, and you think you've got it, and your team is going, and you're super, super excited, and you open the door, and there's another room. But you know what? It's not frustrating. It's super exciting. This is the game, you guys. This is the game. This is what it's all about. You go, and you do it again, and you do it again. And you know what? We escaped technically, but we didn't solve the crime. But do you know what? The next day, we were so excited, we did another escape room. We went to the facility over on Sahara in Las Vegas, and we did a whole nother escape room. And you know what? We were going to go last night, except my kids left. We had to get up at like 4 o'clock this morning and take them to the airport super early. And we were going to do another one last night, because that's what it's all about. You just keep doing it, and it's fun, and you get into it, and it's passionate. And everything that we learned from the first escape room, we applied to the second escape room, and we did even better. Do you know that we escaped the second escape room in 28 minutes? 28 minutes. It's crazy. So we took everything that we learned from the first scenario and we applied it to the second scenario. We strategized when we were in the car after we were like strategizing. We were talking about what we would have done different, what we should have done different, what we would maybe do next time. And we were chatting it all out and we were getting all on the same page and we were working together as a team. And then we took everything that we learned from the first escape room and we applied it to the second escape room and we escaped in 28 minutes. It was super, super fun. And like I said, we would totally do it again, but they're gone now, but we are going to do it again. So I just thought it was kind of an interesting scenario, kind of a fun analogy to use for your business, how your unique business is similar to an escape room, right? But it's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be stressful. And there are rewards on the other side. It's bragging rights. It's income. It's changing lives. It's the opportunity. There's so much that waits for you on the other side of the door. You just have to use all the clues that have been gifted to you, all the training, all the tools, all the tips, all the tricks, all the hacks, and you have to actually physically implement them into your business. Now, we could have in that very first escape room taken all of these clues that we found and ignored them and like just banged on the door. Just banged on the door, let me out, or, you know, why isn't this door open? That's not fair. These people over here, you know, they got through in 28 minutes because they have a leaderboard like out in the lobby area that kind of tells like the fastest times that people have gone through the escape rooms. Well, they got out in 28 minutes. What are we doing wrong? It's not working for me. Nothing makes sense. They probably changed the clues. Like, it's all different now. Like, no excuses. You have to figure it out and apply what you've learned. And that's it in a nutshell. That's how you're going to be successful in this business. That's how you're going to get to the next room, is by taking the clues, analyzing them, figuring it out. Now, I saw Misty, genius, brilliant, was going to be another point I was going to make. It's different for everyone. So in the first room, and I know I'm giving away some secrets, but I hope you'll do it anyway. So in the first room, there was like this pantry set up, kind of like a cabinet, you know, with shelves and stuff, and it had like tins of different spices and things. And on the bottom, there's 2 doors open up, and inside there's like some other stuff. So my daughter-in-law, Shelby, she was going through the pantry trying to find clues. She covered every square inch of that shelving unit, and she opened every container, and she dug through every single thing. She like flipped that thing upside down practically. And I went behind her, and she like had exhausted and she found several clues, but she exhausted. She's like, I don't know. She moved on to the next thing. I went behind her and I looked through it and I opened the cabinet, and there, written on the inside of the cabinet door, plain sight, right in front of your face, was a huge clue that was instrumental in our success of getting out of escaping the first room, right in front of her face. How did she not see it? I don't know. It's different for everyone. Everyone sees things differently. When we got in the car and we were kind of, you know, really jazzed up and excited about how well we did, and we were kind of going through everything, that's something that we said. I need to look through everything, and then the hubs needs to come back through and look at everything again, and then my son needs to go back through and look at everything again, and then Shelby, because everybody sees things differently. There were other things that some of us picked up on immediately, and it didn't even look like a clue to me. Like my husband saw pictures of lasagna and spaghetti or something on the wall, and then there was a menu, and then he saw like the prices, and so he wondered, I think he said, you know, what are these pictures on the wall, are these things on the menu, and what are the prices? Maybe the prices are the code to get through one of the locks. He was right. I would never have, I looked at, there was like lasagna on the wall, and I took it down, I looked at it, there was nothing written on it, I didn't see anything, looked like a picture of lasagna, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. But he did, right? So we all have our strengths, we have our weaknesses. That's why we work together as a team. That's why we never stop learning, and that's why we never stop trying to advance to the next level and get to that room. So anyway, just a fun little analogy. Moral of the story is get your family together and do an escape room together. It is so much fun, you guys. So much fun. We're going to do them everywhere we travel now. Like seriously, it's an addiction. Message number 1. Message number 2. Your business is similar to that, is similar to an escape room. There are clues, but you have to have your eyes open and be willing to see them. And then you have to gather them and you have to implement them into your business if you want to advance. I don't know, kind of a corny analogy, right? But I thought it was so much fun. So anyway, have a fantastic Halloween. I am off to take my husband to get his knee surgery. I am lining up my November. November is going to be huge. I will be on tomorrow to talk a little bit about November. The kudos have been announced early. That's really exciting, but I have not posted the kudos here because I don't think you should even be thinking about the kudos until tomorrow. So keep focused on your October. Reach your goals that you're shooting really hard for. Keep building your business and get ready for the busy season. We'll talk to you guys. Love you.